Go directly to MikeOnline.com. Isn't that something? NPR quits Twitter because Twitter correctly identifies them as being funded by the government. They are. Period. But they don't withstand scrutiny. Leftists don't want to debate. They don't believe in dissent. You're not allowed to have a voice. They shut you down or they run for the hills. They run and hide. They will not defend themselves. That's why they want to shut down college speakers. That's why they want to stifle conservative voices. And believe me, it's everywhere. Do you see how Ford was planning to get rid of AM radio in cars? You know what that's about, right? Guarantee you what that's about. You know how popular talk radio is? It continues to be the most popular format in radio today. Where is 95% of talk radio? On AM radio stations. So when Ford says, oh, we're going to get rid of AM radio, guarantee you got woke lunatics making decisions like that at Ford. Forget that AM radio is also a cornerstone of local programming and news and weather and traffic. EBS tests, emergency broadcast system testing, all kinds of stuff on AM radio. Oh no, Ford wants to get rid of AM radios. No more. You can't get AM radios anymore. Oh really? Mark Levin called it out the other night on Fox News. I saw it, and he was absolutely right. That's an effort again to shut down speech that lefties don't like, because that's how they play the game. NPR doesn't like being correctly identified as being partially funded by the government. They're going to stop playing the game. They run for the hills. That's it. We give up. They won't survive scrutiny. You can't justify taxpayer. Why should your money go to a radio network? You think your money goes to my network for your taxes? I wouldn't be able to show my face in public if I expected taxpayers to subsidize the Mike Gallagher Show. We do it the old-fashioned way. It's called capitalism. We sell advertising. We have success for our advertisers. We deliver messages that people embrace. And if we weren't successful, we didn't get ratings and revenue, we wouldn't be here. Thankfully, we are here. We're going to be here for a long time. Somebody just texted me from New Hampshire. Ever notice how NPR never acknowledges or even thanks the U.S. taxpayers for their unwilling donations? Hey, you like NPR, go buy a bunch of tote bags. Taxpayers to pay one damn dime. Pardon me. Here's a message that resonates as well. This Tuesday, I'm going to be in Dallas, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Grapevine to be exact, with my buddy Mark Davis, an evening with Mark and Mike. If you like my exchanges with Mark Davis, Tuesday night, we're going to do it on stage. Great response already. For tickets, go to 660amtheanswer.com to order the tickets. It's Tuesday night. I think it's about 6 or 7 o'clock at the Palace Arts Center in Grapevine, Texas, just outside of Dallas. We're going to have a great evening of entertainment. Dr. Stephen Jones is going to be my guest. He was on the Irving, Texas School Board, and he's been telling me for years about how important it is for parents, grandparents to get involved in school boards. I want to tell you about the best organization dedicated to creating conservative leaders, the Leadership Institute. Have you heard of Bridget Ziegler out of Sarasota? Do you know that the cost to train one mom, one parent, to run and win in a school board race in America is only $150? To find out how you can help Leadership Institute train an army of thousands of moms and dads and grandparents, just go to takebackourschools.com. Go to takebackourschools.com. I am so excited about welcoming the Leadership Institute, Bridget Ziegler and her team, to the Mike Gallagher Show. Learn all about them and support them. Let's fight the good fight and get people elected on the school boards. That's how we get our country back. TakeBackOurSchools.com. TakeBackOurSchools.com. You don't need me to to tell you how great it feels to lose weight. If you watch me on Salem News Channel, you may have noticed my 53 pounds of weight loss from PhD Weight Loss and Nutrition. What you need me to do is tell you how to do it, and this is the way. This is the only way that I found was effective, was long-lasting. I lost that stubborn, visceral belly fat. I was never hungry. I'm so proud to tell you about Dr. Ashley Lucas's program called PhD Weight Loss and Nutrition. And they're with you for life. They're going to give you the tools to not only take the weight off for the last time, because you're going to keep it off. It's not the cheapest program out there. It's not the most expensive, but it is the best. It's based on science, data. Use their food, use your food, use a combination of both, but get started. When you're ready to make the call, here's their number, 864-644-1900. PhD Weight Loss, 864-644-1900, or schedule your appointment online, myphdweightloss.com, myphdweightloss.com.
Mike Gallagher.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary.
Oil and natural gas keep going up as the Russia conflict escalates. Join the next major oil boom now and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that can potentially pay you monthly income for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC-accredited investor and have at least 25,000 liquids now, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects and a huge tax savings for this year. If you invest in oil and natural gas, you're allowed to write off nearly 100% of your investment in the first year. Goldman Sachs is projecting oil to go up to $100 a barrel, and natural gas is the fuel of the future and trading at record prices. Call 800-287-6691. Encore Energy is a major investor and experienced operator in its core area of operations. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 800-287-6691. That's 800-287-6691. Bay Area, throwing your hard-earned money down the drain? Sick and tired of skyrocketing electricity bills? It's not getting better anytime soon. Trust the #1 solar plus battery storage installer in California. Declare your independence from your electric bill with Semper Solaris. Solar plus battery storage is the solution. Choose between Tesla or Enphase battery storage and say goodbye to high electric bills for good. How's your roof? Semper Solaris is an Owens Corning Platinum preferred contractor. Get the Owens Corning 50-year warranty upgrade with no payments or interest until 2024. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Need a new, more efficient heating and AC system? Do it now and get a lifetime warranty and a free Nest thermostat. Grab the 30% solar federal tax credit, $500 downloadable coupon, $500 off for military, first responders, and healthcare workers, plus zero down, zero interest, zero payments for 12 months. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris. Call now, 650-376-8287, or visit sempersolaris.com. Approved credit expires 4/30/2023. CSLB number 978-152.
Mike Gallagher here. Now's the time to sign up for our trip to Israel this fall. Dennis Prager and I are headed back to the Holy Land this October. The Stand with Israel Tour. Thanks to our trusted partner, Inspiration Cruises and Tours, we're going to visit amazing places in Israel that will amaze and inspire you with every step of the way. Visit standwithisraeltour.com to learn more about this. In Israel, we'll explore key sites you'll never forget. We'll walk on the ancient streets of Jerusalem. We'll sail the Sea of Galilee inside replica first-century boats and visit the Western Wall, a spiritual experience you won't want to miss. Our expert guides will help explain the importance of each and every site. The food and accommodations are precisely designed with you in mind. No other trip will be like the Stand with Israel Tour. Sign up today to travel with Dennis Prager and myself this October. Call 855-565-5519, 855-565-5519, or visit standwithisraeltour.com.
Feel like you're trying to push a boulder uphill wearing skates? If you run or manage a local business today, you're challenged like never before. We get it, and we want to help. We're Salem Surround. We're a full-service marketing agency that'll help you increase your customer base by designing incredibly effective plans to reach your consumers day, night, and everywhere they might be.
If you're a local business and want to see what Salem Surround can do for you, Google Salem Surround San Francisco. Google Salem Surround San Francisco today.
With Mark Davis, morning host on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas. Here's today's M&M Experience.
Tim Scott, incidentally, has announced presidential exploratory run. A very inspirational video statement that he's released. I think Hewitt was playing it earlier this morning. He's an impressive guy. I mean, this is an impressive guy. There's some great, we have the default mindset. It's Trump DeSantis, Trump DeSantis. No guarantee of that either. I mean, it probably is. Maybe not. Maybe not. Go ahead and that's why you're running. That's why you're running. That's why. Here's what a guy named DC Drano on Twitter. His real name is Rogan O'Handley, but DC Drano is somebody I follow on Twitter. Posted a little essay yesterday that I read on air that got enormous positive response. And here's what he said. You're not going to like a word of it, which is why I read it with great delight.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Here's what he says. Here's what he wrote. Here's what I don't get about Ron DeSantis.
Oh, God.
He's hugely popular in Florida and widely seen by the MAGA base as the heir apparent to Trump. He's young, has over $100 million in the campaign coffers, and just got reelected in a landslide. His term ends in 2027. He'd have nearly 2 full years to run for president in 2028. Why waste all that money, political capital, and goodwill to run and likely lose in 2024? Trump is going to hit him so hard in the primaries that a solid 30% of MAGA will probably never support Ron DeSantis again, especially since Trump's polls have rocketed after the indictments. Mike Pence made one giant mistake, crossed the base on the issue of January 6th, and now MAGA has crossed him off their list forever. Why flirt with that danger? The only way this makes sense is if Paul Ryan, Karl Rove, and the establishment machine want to use DeSantis as a pawn to weaken Trump. Please don't fall for it, Governor DeSantis. You're the president in 2028 with the full MAGA machine supporting you. Keep crushing it as Florida's governor and help Trump win in 2024. You'll only grow your support that way. Now, let me finish. I know you don't like a word of this. You're blind if you don't know how excited people get about that message. Because let me tell you what Mark Davis is leaving out of the let me tell you what you're leaving out of the equation. You are not accepting the reality that if the MAGA base turns against Ron DeSantis in the primaries, DeSantis cannot win.
That is so incredibly stupid. And you can tell DC Drano or whatever gnome to Twitter he's using to hear the reasons why it is. Let's talk a little bit about the MAGA base. Does the MAGA base hate Ted Cruz right now? No, they don't. They love him. They love him, even though that was bitter and brutal.
How does the MAGA base feel about Mike Pence?
No, but Mike Pence was an insufficient warrior to them on January 6th. DeSantis has no such stain on him. No such stain. Short attention span. My turn.
Well, don't say it's stupid.
It is stupid to say with definitive assertion that 4 years from now, people are going to stain Ron DeSantis with stuff Trump said about him 4 years earlier. That is incredible. Every single thing. You know what that guy is? That guy is just he's an only Trumper trying to find some way to pat nice little DeSantis boy on the head because he is scared to death.
Here's what you're missing.
Is a threat to Trump.
Here's what you're missing, and this is what is strange. That you act like you keep saying DeSantis needs to strike while the iron is hot.
Exactly.
This is baloney. Now, if you want to talk about stupid, he's going to be the governor through 2028. He doesn't go anywhere. Look at what's going on. He'll be done by then. His term ends in 2027, and he campaigns for president. He's not going anywhere.
It's the 2026 election where he will no longer be there, so he will not be governing Florida.
His term ends in 2027.
In January.
Well, then he's got a year to campaign.
Oh, yeah, great. And he won't be governor of Florida anymore. And listen, if he wanted to do that, if he comes out tomorrow and says, look, I thought about this, I'm going to sit tight, I'm going to stay out of this, keep my powder dry, and run my state, that's fine. The notion that he somehow has to, it's the lesson of Barack Obama, of all people. Go while you are hot. Go while you are front of mind, and he's front of mind right now. And the bottom line is that whether one is pro-Trump or pro-DeSantis, it is a better race when Americans have a choice, because Trump, God bless him, has so much to recommend him and so many things going for him, but he also may be so deeply, fatally flawed that a Democrat beats him.
Like many
you and DC Drano.
Like many people, you don't fully understand the MAGA base. You don't get it.
What don't I understand?
You don't understand. I'll tell you, they're going to turn on DeSantis when he rolls, because he's going to have to get dirty with Donald Trump. He's gonna, and by the way,
he does not.
Oh, he will. Are you
have to?
Oh, he's going to be Jeb Bush for 2.0?
You
think he's going to get rolled like Jeb Bush was?
There's a third way to go here. There's a third way to go here, and that is to be so cool and so comfortable in your own skin that you just let those Trump sharp elbows just fly at you, and you take it like it's not even bothering
you. Well, we'll see. I mean, like you say, we'll let the game come to us. But the Daily Beast, of all places, has a really interesting piece, and you should look at this, about the dirty tricks now of the DeSantis campaign. How they're, and it's very interesting. Did you see this the other day? How the woman, remember the woman who was the COVID information, Rebecca Jones, and there's this dirty chapter right now about her son got turned in for something about
her son made a terrorist threat to a school.
Right, exactly.
The little punk deserved it. He deserved exactly what he got.
Of course he did. And but what the accusation from the left is that somehow Team DeSantis, got involved in investigating the kid, and they threw up security video online. And I did see the security video of her and her husband and the kid walking into the sheriff's department where he was being investigated. How did they get that security camera video? It's really intriguing. And with the Daily Beast, now again, far left publications.
You just keep reading Daily Beast.
But what they're saying is there's a lot of dirty tricks going on. This is going to be hardball, Mark. And Ron DeSantis is not going to be Joan Clark of politics. He's going to have to get dirty and muddy and nasty. And when he does, Mark, mark my words, the MAGA base is going to give DeSantis the Mike Pence treatment. And when that happens, you got a better chance of winning the presidency in 2024 than Ron DeSantis.
Well, my exploratory committee, I will form my exploratory. Here's my, and it's funny.
I'm voting for you.
Haven't we learned that predicting things 4 months away, even 4 weeks away,
you're right.
And
you're right.
So here's, let's say it is a bitter, brutal DeSantis Trump skirmish, and Trump ends up beating DeSantis, and it's just blood on the walls everywhere. But then Trump has his term, his second. Trump either wins or loses, whichever. And then DeSantis comes back in 28, and Trump is not running. And the notion that MAGA Nation will somehow opt for, for who else? Who the heck else are they going to go for other than DeSantis in 28? An older Pence, an older Tim Scott, an older Nikki Haley. They will. All will be forgiven. All will be largely forgotten. It will be.
Could be right. It's an important conversation to have, and that's why I'm glad we're having it now. I also am glad we're having this conversation about the abortion debate and how it applies to the electoral process of votes. I launched today, and I'm going to announce it on your show, the first No Interruptions podcast from the Mike Gallagher Show. You know how you and I get accused of interrupting each other? I interrupt callers too much. We've just launched a brand new podcast called No Interruptions. I'm the moderator, but I'm not allowed to interrupt. And we got 2 young, great voices, one pro-life side from the Radiance Foundation, and a kid from a young guy from the Texas Democrats. And it was a debate. It's posted. It's up. Go to MikeOnline.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Download the podcast and hear all of Mike and Mark's conversations at MikeOnline.com for the M&M
Always enjoy the M&M experience. Hope you do too. Thanks very much for joining us. Have a great day. Be safe and keep fighting the good fight. I'm Mike Gallagher. God bless America. Suffering from back pain or leg pain or hip pain or just aches and pains of life, I hope you'll take 60 seconds and consider seeing if we can get you out of pain. It's the Relief Factor answer, and it is an answer for me. We are all about answers here on the Mike Gallagher Show. We like coming up with solutions to problems. Well, here's a problem you might be suffering through: pain. And then, of course, you can take a path of prescription drugs and all the dangers and perils of that, or you can turn to the 100% drug-free pain relief solution that I have It's called Relief Factor. Go to relieffactor.com. The Freeway Quick Start costs $19.95. This product is made from wild-caught fish oils and botanicals, and it goes to work on relieving the inflammation that causes pain to begin with. Let's see if we can get you out of pain the Relief Factor way. Relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com, or call 800-500-8384, 800-500-8384 for Relief Factor. There's a new movie coming out April 14th. You got to see. It's called